Hello, Leo Rising. It's Mandy Ray of Ecstatic Astrology for your solar eclipse forecast. It's a new moon in Aries with the North Node in Pisces, and let's just look at what it means for you. All right, so you're a Leo Rising. Leo is your first house of self. So that makes Aries your ninth house of philosophy. That's where the new moon's going to happen. That's where the seed gets planted for what you want to do, but the imagination has to be here. Your investments, your contracts, your debts, other people's money, shared resources. There needs to be some opening of the mind, some imagination, or you're not going to be able to do this. The ninth house is really what our path in life is. That's the ninth house. The ninth house is our truth, our belief, our philosophy. That's what we really go toward most of the time. That's what drives us. And especially with Aries there, what I believe to be true about me, right? Well, in order to do that, we may have to redo how we approach the area of money, investments, not only money that we take, but money that we give, our debts. And when I say investments, it can also be time. Like you're not thinking outside the box enough with what you're doing with your time, I think, Leo Risings. And I'm sorry, but it's also about inner power. That is the eighth house, empowerment. And how can you empower yourself? Think outside the box. Now, how can we do this ninth house feeling very sure of ourselves if Mars has been retrograde in the 12th house? It's hard. Mars is action. And in the 12th house, whether it's retrograde or not, it's hard to take action, okay? Because it brings up a lot of subconscious things. But for you, it's brought up the emotional things you've been hiding for yourself and the ways you hold yourself back emotionally. So I think Mars direct now there is like, okay, I can do this. I can feel, I can see maybe my own faults. I can see where I'm holding myself back and where maybe I've been a little whiny about something, right? I think Mars wants to move. It wants to go forward. It wants to move into your first house of self, but not until it's dealt with the delusion in your life. Okay. So if you've been wallowing in delusion, like, oh, sure, I can travel the world and not make any money, that'll be fine. No, no, no. No, that's not going to happen because travel is Aries, right? Mars retrograde's like, no, you're being delusional right now. You're being delusional. Um, I want to explore, but I'm in isolation and retreat. Can you do both? Probably not. You need to rethink the places that you're deluding yourself, especially emotionally. Now, if you do that and then you rethink what you're investing in life and where you're disempowered maybe by wanting someone to come in and save you. Okay, Leo Risings, and this is not easy for me to say to you. You want other people to come and save you, but it's up to you. It's up to you to do the work. And it's up to you to believe in yourself. Okay. Especially because the North Node is here, right? So this is like, I got to think outside the box about my own empowerment, about other people, right? Am I going to get what I need from other people? I don't know. Maybe I need to do it myself. Why do I say that? Because Mars is going to move into the first house of self eventually. So this Venus retrograde is like rethink what others can do for you and start thinking about what you can do for yourself. Okay. It's ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is going to be in Gemini, which is your 11th house of goals and friend groups. And it's asking you to network. Okay. It's like, if you want to be empowered, invest in networking. That's one of the things you can do. And then invest in what you know and your imagination. Those are things you can invest in. Okay. And maybe what you know can be holding you back a little bit. Maybe your philosophy about something is holding you back, and your philosophies and your subconscious are not on the same page. And we got to get them on the same page. And that's by going to your root center, your root chakra in the eighth house, and saying, okay, what can I really do? And how do I do it? And use that noggin, but really it's not your noggin. It's using the noggin above the noggin. Okay. It's like, I know there's something for me to sink my teeth into, but I gotta quit holding myself back. Okay. After all, the Mars retrograde started in Leo, but it went into Cancer. And it's like, hey, you think you have it, right? But let me just uncover some of the emotional subconscious things you've been holding back, okay? And at the same time, there needs to be expansion. How do we do that? I think that's going to really come for you when Mars moves into Leo. But allow yourself to uncover the delusions of the eighth house that someone's going to come in and save you and realize you got it. You got it all for yourself. Think outside the box. It's coming because eventually Jupiter will move into Cancer here, and Jupiter is exalted there. And maybe you'll get some rest, and maybe you'll realize you did the work. And maybe someone will come in to nurture you at that time. All right, Leo risings, that's about it for me. I'll come back for the full moon in Libra, which will be in your third house of thinking, short trips, and siblings and communication. And we'll talk about it on the flip side. That's going to be when you network. All right, bye.